A Kenya of equal opportunity is a Kenya where you get that job because an infrastructure or a system has been put in place. I advocate for central hiring in this country, a national employment bureau that has all the Kenyans eligible for employment of all types in a system, in a computer system. Let's be simple. All the people who are looking for jobs in this country, all people, whatever qualification they have, they are in the system. And nobody employs anybody for government. Not the universities, not the counties, they don't employ. They seek establishment. You say, in Vihiga County, we want 3 drivers of this caliber. We want 6 nurses of this caliber. If that is approved through the system, then you will be brought those 6 nurses. You will be brought. You will have no say. You will be brought those 6 nurses. You will be brought those 2 drivers from the National Employment Bureau. A system, not a human being, a system created to ensure Kenyan children get jobs, not because they know people, not because they are bought. I've heard the recent rumor, I think it was from Moses Kude, that 500,000 shillings you needed 500,000 shillings to be employed as a prison warden. I'm just saying that's what has been said. It's not me saying. It's on Twitter. You can go and check. We also know people buy these jobs. So you can't really challenge us. We don't want that Kenya. Who of these candidates can put that system in place? Is it Matiang'i? It must be a tough person. So that when you say you governors, you are not employing anybody, tell us who we want. We process. You want 2 drivers? No, I think you deserve 1. You want 6 nurses? From our records, you need 4. We give you 4 and 1 driver. Wait for them, they are coming. Njoroge anakuja Vihiga. Etiang anatoka Turkana anakuja Vihiga. That's the Kenya we want. Who of these candidates can guarantee Kenyans that when they become president, knowing somebody to get a job, going to your pocket to buy a job will be a thing of the past? That's the Kenya we want. It must be a tough person. That brings people like Natembeya, Matiang'i, and so on around that corner. Mother Karua, of course, is there. She's not averse to that. The Kenya we want is a Kenya where people are not slaves in the job market. A Kenya where there's dignity of labor. Dignity of labor. The Kenyan job market, the Kenyan labor market is a slave labor market. People earn slave wages, not living wages. In the presidential debate of 2013, there were about many people, including Abduba Dida or Duba, whatever, one of those. They were asked, what in your view would be the minimum pay? None of them was able to say anything. They were just going around. Some of them were just fumbling. All of a sudden they lost speech. Because they are employers. They are protecting fellow employers. They are capitalists who see no value in the labor. The only value is the sweat of the laborer and not the dignity and the human being in the laborer. They don't see that. So none of them could answer that question. I was so disgusted. We want a Kenya, new Kenya, where salaries and wages are a living wages, not slave wages. Small little countries down south pay people, the least paid people, a minimum of $400, $350. Looking at this country today, looking at the cost of living in this country, using the bare minimum, that you are a man with only 1 wife, with only 2 children, living even in 1 room. Looking at what you eat, skuma, nyama unakula mara mbili na ni matumbo, hata sio nyama. If you use that to calculate na fair, saa ingine unatembea kidogo ama unatembea, if you use that minimum, you people who want to lead this country, you can never get anywhere below 40,000-50,000 shillings. The minimum pay of a Kenyan, mtu wa mkono, mtu wa chini, must be 50,000 shillings. 50,000 shillings. That's what other people are paying down south. They pay more than that. We are luring our children into slavery in the Middle East. When they hear they are going to earn 30,000, my house help left to go and earn 27,000. I told her, that is little money where you are going. We want decent jobs for our people. The dignity of labor. Who among these people? Because if you now give mtu wa mkono 40,000, 50,000, you can see where our policemen are going to be. You can see where our policemen are going to be. They are nearing 120 there. You can see where our primary school teachers, the people we entrust with children the whole day, and we give them 20,000 shillings. We want the lowest paid person in this country to earn 50,000 shillings. Now, in future it will be more. Who among these candidates can guarantee us they will put measures in place to guarantee living wages for Kenyan people? I'm looking around. I'm looking at conservative faces. People who can't take the risk, who thrive in the known. People who pay their own house helps, 80,000. People who pay their laborers in their shamba, 9,000, 5,000. And they want to be president of this country. I want them to come and sit here and talk to me. I want to ask them. And now, as Kenyans and on behalf of Kenyans, we are saying any presidential candidate thinking of being our president must commit to ensuring the minimum wage as of now is 50,000 shillings. We can afford it. Industry can afford it. You have harassed industry so much. Employers have been hit left, right with all manner of taxes and levies. They can't produce well, optimally. And therefore, they can't reward their workers well. I want a presidential candidate who will sit down with employers and find out what government can do to give them incentives so that they produce more, they employ more, and they pay better. That is a Kenya we want. A Kenya where there's dignity in labor, where people earn living wages. We are looking at a presidential candidate who will guarantee that.